Later that day I refused to go anywhere. I wanted to see what Clara was going to do. I lost appetite, nothing about food excites me at the moment. I was scrolling through my phone when my doorbell rang, my heart skipped. I checked the time, it wasn't noon yet, so who could that be? I thought to myself, the door rang for countless time before I summoned courage to get it. What's your problem? Why are you? I paused after seeing who was behind the door. What are you doing here? I asked, looking straight into Jake's eyes. Please, I know I'm not supposed to be here, I need you to hear me out. I am so sorry for all I did to you. I didn't let him finish his statement before I slammed the door against his face. What nonsense, I uttered, positioning myself on the couch. Please Gabby, hear me out, I'm so sorry, he yelled while banging the door. I refused to give him a listening ear just the way he refused to give me a listening ear too. I felt pain and I felt used. He was there for a few minutes before leaving. I called to tell my landlady the recent happening and she told me not to worry. It was 10 p.m. in the night, I felt really exhausted and sleepy. Waited the whole day to see what Clara was going to do, but she didn't show up. It seems her words were empty anyway. I dived into my bed and slept off peacefully. Some hours to 1 a.m. in the late hours of the night, I heard the sound of my shattered window. It got me frightened. I walked towards the living room to see what it was, but on getting there someone stabbed me on my left abdomen with a knife. I couldn't see the face of the person. I could tell it was a guy dressed in black with a beat-up face mask. I fell to the ground trying to escape, but I was too weak to move. I was struggling to stay alive. I was stabbed at a very dangerous part of my body. I was struggling so bad to stay alive. Lying in my own blood was one of the terrifying events I never imagined for myself. The strange man began to make threatening remark. You were one to live here, but you disobeyed a very strict order. Well, this is what you get when you try to step on the wrong foot, the assassin uttered. I then realized Clara was behind this one. She had no better plan but to kill me. Indeed, money can change the mindset of man no matter how small or big the money is. I will watch you take your last breath before I leave, the assassin added. How could this be my fate? Drifting away from the world that caused me nothing but pain. I remembered my mother, and my lovely little sister who might be waiting for the day I return home. How would they feel when they get the news of my death? My powers failed me this time. How come I wasn't notified before this ugly event? I have helped so many people with my powers, but my powers couldn't help me in return. I wept calmly as I was about to take my last breath on the cold tiles surrounded by my blood. Suddenly everything became blur. I couldn't see things clearly, but I knew something strange happened after that. I woke up to the sound of the bleeping machine. It was clear that I was on life support, which means I might have been in coma for days, weeks or even months. I gently turned my head from side to side to see who was around me, but the room was empty. I couldn't speak at the moment. It felt like I can't remember words to say or even remember how to say them. I laid down calmly on the bed, patiently waiting for someone to come into the room so I could ask questions. Luckily, a nurse walked to the room few minutes after I woke up. When she turned to check the machine and check my temperature, she screamed like she has seen a ghost. Jesus Christ, she screamed and ran out of the room. I tried to speak but I couldn't. It felt like I forget words that I already knew. While waiting for the next episode, drop your opinion in the comment section.